rather than a recap, we are just going to step right into this tense situation. Um, in the face-off with Baba Lysaga, all three of the rest of the team is down. The only one that is still up is Sir Arthur. Sir Arthur, Baba Lysaga looks at you and says, "Champion of the morning, Lord. You have a choice to make. You can either watch as your three friends die, or you can make a decision for them, and I will resurrect all three. Sure, they will be changed, but they will be alive." Sir Arthur, what is your decision? You
Oh no,
have
when did I die?
3 hit points left.
So Arthur's a
You're,
little confused because he thought he was the one that died.
yeah, you have 2 hit points left. What are you going to do? Babala Saga is giving
Save
you
my
a
team.
choice. What's that?
Save my team.
So the hag is saying that if you make a deal with her, that she will, as long as you revoke your right as being the champion of the Morning Lord, then she will resurrect your three companions. And that's what you want to do?
Wait, I'm confused. When did the hag come into play?
This is.
Did I miss something at the end of the last session?
Are you not paying
I know
attention?
I died in the save.
Are you not paying attention?
I thought I was.
Okay. So you have 5 seconds to make a decision. 5, 4.
I'm saving my team.
Excellent. She reaches out her hand, and as her hand reaches toward you, you watch as her face becomes misty, and it is the vision of Miev leaning down to give you your healing word as you are brought back from the precipice of death. Miev, what is Miev's healing word? As she could give it as a bonus action from a distance, but she moved right up to it to give it to Sir Arthur up close and personal, where we were not in the clutches of Baba Lysaga, but where we ended last session with the paladin making death saving throws there at the base of the now fallen Wicker Man. What does Miev say in order to restore hit points to the paladin?
I feel like her healing word is along the lines of, "Bro, get up already."
I wasn't sure if it was going to be, "Bro, get up," or if it was going to be like, "Get the fuck up." But, bro, get the fuck up. Or get up. Sorry, you're not using the profanities that I am. So, Sir Arthur, you awaken with the cold realization that when it came to self-sacrifice, you were more than willing to give up your own body. But when it came to the sacrifice of your friends, you have a incredible chink in your armor, and that is the love and respect you have for the fellow warriors next to you. And this weakness will be exploited by cruel enemies, and they will force you to subjugate thousands, traded off for the lives of those closest to you. And you now realize that this weakness is a part of you. In realizing that, you notice that there are some scales on your arm, your left arm, that no longer are polished and glowing the way that the rest of your body are, but they have started to gray. And as you flex that arm, it feels stiff. But you have been restored and brought back from the brink of death. And in that brink of death, you saw a vision of a possible future in a face-off with a hag that you understood to be by the name of Baba Lysaga. You had watched as your three friends were sinking into the mud of a swamp, and um, likely though, someone wasn't there because he would have already stealthed and gotten away, and probably been a sole survivor of that situation. But where we are at currently, as we stop this um, music, the husk of the Wicker Man is is broken and dashed across the rocks. The druids seem to be shaking off some type of spell that they had. The uh, uh, dude Julian, the one that had given you the blood spear and told you to plunge it into the heart of Guthias, has returned, and is giving the um, druids a speech about a return, a restoration of the land, um, and Miev, you can feel the location of the green gemstone. Where is your usual token? Is it right here? You have transformed back into your
Right.
half orc form as opposed to a charging bull. Um, what are the kind of the recovery actions just immediately following this battle, in which I know many of you are kind of a little bit beat up.
Mine says I have 0 hit points. I'm pretty sure I had 50.
You do have 50 hit points. There was a brief moment where everybody felt like they were dying, as Sir Arthur was given an option of either sacrificing his friends or um, to join with Baba Lysaga or not. So, um, but don't worry, everything is fine now.
Perfect.
It doesn't feel like everything's fine.
Do
No,
at least a short rest if we can't pull off a long rest.
yeah, you'd be able
That's how we
to.
keep tracking.
It would be. Let's go, fucking
Yeah.
50 hit points, guy. How about someone pulls guard while everybody else takes a rest? Mia, if you take a rest before approaching the Wicker Man to try to or to, with that feel of a pull from the green gemstone inside of the Wicker Man currently.
No, I think I would go after the green gem, like first things first.
Okay, go ahead and make we'll say a survival check. It's essentially trying to um, almost like skinning an animal, or being able to do a puzzle of sorts as you reach through the brambles of this woven facsimile of a large facsimile of a man.
But that was not good.
Yeah, so it takes you a while, as um, you can. It's one of those things where you can see the glowing, and then as you start to dig through, it feels like you're going the wrong direction, and then it's like moving back and forth inside of it. So rather than like this like it feels like the music swelling as you move toward this Wicker Man, and that you should plunge your hand into it and pull out victoriously the gem, but instead it's like fuck, as you're essentially trying to grab the case for your earbuds, that have fallen down in between the cracks of the seat of your car, and then they continue to fall down, and then you're trying to get at it, and you're kind of fumbling it with your fingers, and then it slips again, and then you have to back up your seat and then try to go at it from the backside, but then it falls further in. Then you put the seat all the way forward and try to get it, and finally you are able to retrieve the gem. Everyone is staring at you as you continue to do this. It's a little bit embarrassing, but as your hand clasps around the green gem, there is suddenly the vision of what Barovia looked like prior to the curse. You see, instead of the handfuls of this druid clanship that is still in existence, hundreds of druids that called this area home before. There were individuals that came into this valley and brought with it, instead of worship of the lands, worship of the morning lord, which then cast out and began a essentially a industrialization of this valley with instead of hunting and gathering, you know, farming and livestock and the development of the villages, but the druids at that time were still able to coexist and work with those individuals. And then there is the harvesting of the other gems, the red gem and the blue gem and the green gem, them being ripped from their places, and the uh, and the land then being essentially like a dust bowl. There being a village that was um, completely submerged in a mudslide that devastated an entire village, and now stands as a swampy ground that is infested with both the undead and you see the vision of what looks like a you watch as there is a elven woman who seems to almost before your eyes, like uh no, you're probably too young for Indiana Jones, the Temple of the in the Last Crusade, the guy that chooses poorly and his entire face starts to melt off as it. Yeah, yeah,
Oh
of
yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah.
Tommy's like, yeah, yeah, of course. Everybody knows that. Yes. So you watch as she just almost her skin seems to melt away, and she becomes this haggard creature from being a like this almost fake goddess that was a ruler of this area. And you also see Lilla, who is the woman that you had met um, in the Blue Water Inn, but in a state of majesty that she currently does not possess, a fey goddess that was uh, rulers of the forest areas of this land. Um, in that moment too, you start to see Lilla currently, and she is fighting four individuals with the assistance of some um, dire wolves that she has summoned to assist her. These four individuals are dressed in black robes. One of them has a trident. One of them has the mask of a wolf. Another one seems to be some type of insect-like creature, and a woman that seems to be some type of witch um, that they are all fighting, and um, and you feel an intense amount of grief as Lilla loses a friend and these four individuals escape her. Um, but now you hold the green Fey gem. Um, and you realize that there are other gems that need to be found and returned to a proper resting place. Um, and you realize that although the gem had been placed at the Wizard of Wines, its true resting place should be um, at the location that you all were at. That was just north of the windmill.
Oh yeah, this Stonehenge type place.
Right. And you see there being like just like how the Mordekov family had described um, how their winery had prospered and was one of the few places that you could really have fertile soil in Barovia. That if by returning the stone um, to the Stonehenge of that location, that more of Barovia might even be, that it might have an exponential effect on the rejuvenation of Barovia. But that is also where Strahd had stolen or had ripped it from.
Well, we know where one other gem is. I ain't gonna be easy to take it.
Julian looks at you as like, "Where's the other gem?"
It's not a walking house. I
Oh,
can't
you
remember the
mean
lady, the
you
mother's
mean
name.
you mean Baba Lasaga?
Yeah, her. Yeah, she has one.
Sir Arthur, when you hear that name, that you realize is the woman that you had seen in your near-death vision. How is Sir Arthur handling that whole experience? Like, what's going through his head? I didn't really give you a chance to respond too much, other than giving you a countdown to make an impossible choice.
Yeah, that's not. Well, say there's a little bit of trauma going on, just trying to figure out, or just trying to get his mind back together and kind of come to grips with what exactly just happened, both in reality and what he saw before coming back to.
What are some things that he's considering?
Um, One, the consequences of what he just did, if like, or whether that was just a dream or a figment of his imagination when he was out, or and then also trying to rethink how he does battle. Just questioning a lot of things at the moment. Feels like
Doesn't feel
probably needs a good long rest to collect his thoughts and
doesn't feel quite so untouchable, does he?
All I know is somewhat looks over and goes, he better not die or he might not have that cloak anymore.
Wow.
Hey, he's
Did you
dead,
just
ain't
call
gonna need it.
dibs on his cloak?
Yeah, it's a cloak of protection. I looked at it.
So the other thing that you
can I
have to
rework
consider,
my deal with Babla Saga on
right, and now,
my
now
friend?
you're also rethinking about it's like this is the guy I was going to sacrifice doing the right thing for, or fighting evil or saving my friends, and I picked my friends, and he's already calling dibs on the items. If you had actually died, dibs
That's,
dibs
that's
on his
kind of like when
cloak.
I'm like, we need the ammo. We need the ammo. It's kind of like that situation. We need the ammo. From a famous movie called Black Hawk Down, when there's a ended up killed soldier and he took the ammo out of his gun.
So one thing that I'm guessing that somewhat is often in a state of just defaulting to kind of hiding and watching. Would that be a fair, like,
Yeah.
if you're not doing anything else, I'm kind of standing away from everybody else and watching, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So something that the rest of you that are a little bit closer to Miev aren't able to see as well, but that Josh's character is that you look over at Miev and she is difficult to make out. Like like you realize that if if you didn't activate your heightened senses, that you might have disadvantage trying to shoot at her, and you're wondering what she did is doing differently. Do you point that out to her, or do you just keep it to yourself?
So with when she retrieved the gemstone, would it like glow green on her like it was the Wicker Man?
Right, it's glowing. It's glowing green in her hand, right? But then for a moment, you watch as some of the mist of Barovia, like almost seems to gravitate toward her, and is moving around her and is breaking up her form.
Yeah, I think I'd point that out to her.
All right. Um, Mia, you do notice. How do you point it out to her?
I guess I kind of just go, I could see you for a second, and then I couldn't see you, and then it's like you're like foggy around you, like the mist is trying to take over.
Um, Mia, looking down, you realize that the mist of Barovia, which is always kind of a weird thing, um, does seem to be um, almost magnetically kind of attracted to you for a moment, and you realize um, that there does seem to be in retrieving the gem, um, a new power of your amulet has awoken. So not only do you have the ability to Misty Step as a bonus action once per day, and have unlocked the ability to cast it with a um, using a spell slot after that. You also, as a bonus action, until the end of your next turn, um, you can give yourself disadvantage on melee or on ranged attacks.
Seems like, you know, maybe something handy down the road.
Yep, that includes while you are in a wild shape form as well.
Okay.
So you now have the ability to essentially cloak yourself in mist, um, in order to break up your your body, but only from a distance. Anybody that's standing up close to you doesn't really notice it as much, but as they are farther away from you, it would be like me trying to. Um, you essentially become, um, yeah, blurred.
Blurred?
Blurred
Who's the
is the word.
Sebastian guy that rolled a nat 1?
Hmm.
Sebastian just rolled a die. Everyone, go ahead and wait. Hold on.
He's
I mean, his rolls are getting better.
How do you spell meteor? Yeah, there we go. All right. Um, wait, hold on. I think I can. Yes, I can. Oh, watch this. Boom. All right. I just pulled him into a different scene. Hello, heroes. All right. So with a bonus action until the end of your next turn, I'll make sure to add that to uh, your amulet's description.
Okay.
All the other druids seem to notice this as well, and they begin to um, chant something um, in Arcana, and you can recognize the words because it had been chanted to you before in your old enclave. Where are you going?
I'm
Somewhat.
just kind of dancing everywhere.
Hey, it's great. It's great. They chant Mistwalker, Mistwalker, and Julian is like, "You are, you have been designated um, as the, wow, what's the word? It's, you have to carry around the gem. It's your job. We can't trust any of these fuckers with it. But we have all decided that you are most worthy to make sure that it goes where it is going to be most beneficial to these lands. So the options that you have is to return it to the Mardikovs at the Wizard of Wines, to return it to uh, the stone circle near the windmill, or to bring it to Lilla, who you had seen in those visions, the one that was some type of fey goddess in those visions, or you can take it to Baba Lysaga.
I mean, that's a lot of options.
It is a lot of options. Currently, it weighs heavily in your hand. I believe I actually.
Weren't we headed to the swamp anyway?
I think everybody's always. Ah, gemstone.
Felt like we were trying to hit stuff up on the way, and then we got sidetracked with the druids here. Luckily,
Do you think? I don't know that I've ever
I'm
seen you
not
guys get
sure we
sidetracked.
want to go to the swamp.
well, no. In fairness, I think Baba the Saga would absolutely eat our lunch.
Yeah.
You guys are level 7 right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing with Baba the Saga is that she is actually the corrupted form of the Fae who, correct me if I'm wrong, actually created the green gem, right?
She was one of the.
She's green.
She was one of the three. Wasn't there three sisters or something like that? That essentially
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a druid coven, right? But of of um, fey goddesses that were all. But yeah, she was the one that was most corrupted, and Lilla is another one that has been revealed to you. Um, the third, um, you're not sure about, but it probably did not end well. All right, so now the expectation from me is that the four of you need to have a discussion about what to have happen next between your characters. You have the ability right now as they set up camp, the druids set up camp, and as an apology, they start to cook you a meal. It is likely very healthy uh, and possibly vegan, much to your disappointment, depending on your dietary preferences. But there's definitely granola involved and likely fresh berries um, and a substance that looks like it could be meat, but definitely is not. But it's trying hard to be meat. It's probably black bean pressed into a patty.
I'll help them.
So you can go ahead
My
and
cooking tools.
with
Well,
a knife.
I have cooking efficiency, but yeah, cool. I roll
Yeah,
a 2.
with a 9, you introduce them to herbs like pepper
Yes.
and
Have you heard
some.
of black pepper?
And this is a landlocked country, but you introduce them to sea salt.
Yes.
All right, so the four of you discuss what should happen next. You all should have some different priorities, likely, and some different ideas. If you need help, you can, or if you want to ask for some assistance, I will be here to help guide that.
I still would like to find my sister, but last we knew she's with Esmeralda.
We do need to maybe find Esmeralda. She's on our list of useful items from Madame Eva.
Granted, she's in the northwest area, and we are. Well, I guess we're not that far from the area.
Where was that at? Yeah, where was it, Esmeralda?
Yeah, so they're just north of us.
Well, we got to do that. We've still got to hit up the. We have to go to the south, I think, for the snowy. Was it Snowy Grave? Where was that?
Yeah, there's a snowy grave, and then there's also a mountain.
Which I think
And there's
Right.
something
Snowy
else.
Grave's probably down here.
Oh, the wizard tower was.
Oh, that's this thing.
Well, I don't know. Do we want to go south, take care of that, and then go back up north to get the Wizard's Tower and Esmeralda?
I mean, if we're here, should we go see if we can find Esmeralda while we're relatively in the area?
Sure.
It makes sense to me.
Opinion would be excited just to go see his sis. So yeah, even though she's a werewolf now, but you know.
While you are making your discussions and have the map out, there is a flutter of wings, and in classic form, you watch as a crow or as a raven um, flying toward you suddenly starts to um, morph in a flicker of shadow and feather and becomes Muriel as she uh, steps forward. She looks graven faced, um, but also happy. You have been able to recover the green gem. This is fabulous news. That is good. There is good news this day. Um, I do have to warn you. And she looks over at somewhat and hands him a piece of paper. Somewhat, you unfold. If you unfold this piece of paper, she passes you a note,
Yes.
or do you like? I don't take anything. Please hand it to my assistant.
No, I'll take it.
You take the piece
It's
of
an
paper
Amber Alert.
um, and unfold it. Let's go ahead and actually, I'm gonna you. It takes you a little bit, right? everybody else can immediately see that there is a caricature of somewhat on this piece of paper. Um, Somewhat it takes you a little bit longer because no one looks at a picture of themselves that's been drawn or like and thinks that it looks like them. Um, but everybody else can immediately see it. It's like a hooded kind of figure, and it says "wanted," killing for the murder of 3 Velaki guards. And a fairly substantial um, $10,000 or 10,000 gold bounty.
I don't remember killing any guards.
I say, did we kill?
I feel like this is propaganda.
Could be.
Um, Everyone, go ahead and do a history check.
Finally, something that I actually have like a shot at.
Yeah. All right.
+0 here.
So one of the fun things about dreams is that oftentimes you will forget them as soon as you wake. But there can be times where information that is presented will make you remember. Oh my gosh, that's right. That's what I dreamed about the other night. You all have been experiencing dreams of that come from the other group of Outlanders that are here in Barovia currently. Seemingly, your fates being somewhat tied together. Uh, Pinion and somewhat, you kind of look at each other and have this remembrance of the 4 members of Woe and them um, killing or being them attempting to be arrested and them leading uh, the the head of the guard of Valaki. His name is Izik. He's a like the worst kind of cop ever, and he's got a hand that looks like a demon. But like the cop that has like the buzz cut that lets you know that if he can give you a ticket, he's going to give you a ticket. Um, and they brought them over into a um, abandoned or not an abandoned, but took them out of the public and into this building, locked the door, and before they started to kill the guards, one of the individuals removed his hood and his face was someone's and began to kill 3 of the guards and knocked the captain of the guard out. And they all laughed and snickered about how funny it was going to be when the heroes returned to Valaki. And the captain of the guard of Valaki would be looking for um, the person wearing that face.
Those brilliant bastards.
So you have had a crime committed while someone was wearing your face using arcane magic to disguise themselves as you.
So they've seen me.
They have. The same way that you are seeing them now.
Well, that's good to know.
And like I said, you are.
Jason and... Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, you are encouraged to, anytime you want to, you can remember any dreams that you have had of Team Woe simply by watching their stream to figure out what they've done, and can take actions to influence or interfere or stimulate some of their story with your actions. So they have done so to you. This is one of those
I'm really thinking about murdering one of these druids right now.
Just for the hell of it.
Using disguise self. And using disguise self. If you want to play
Thank you.
hardball, I am thinking about turning into, I don't even care, one of these paladins or the cleric. I don't even care. Just running off and then turning into him and then just coming up and just stabbing him in the back.
As long as
It
you're
would
doing
turn
the
the
right
good
order,
druids
disguise
against
self
them.
first, kill druid.
Go ahead.
Disguise self, then kill druid.
Go ahead and make an insight check. Somewhat. Okay. Good. It's nice to see that wisdom wins out the day. You realize that as you've been taking your long rest, as you have been watching everything that's interacted, you see so much, right? Miev never had to get up to get a plate. A plate was brought to her. You watch the difference that they have in moving around her. Their chant of Mistwalker was a honorific that you also watch as and Miev's like somewhat unaware of it. I'm speaking up for your character, Miev, but I see you being this type of like you've watched somewhat as a lot of these druids are coming up. Hey, we're going to set up the table over here in order to have for the food. Is that okay? And we have like, yeah, it's fine. But they have been
She has no idea.
right. She has no idea that she's actually been put in charge of these druids. But these druids are looking for a way to redeem themselves, and they already did not like Strahd. They're the one that has cursed this land is Strahd, but they had found themselves corrupted by that darkness as well and moved away from their path, and they're looking to get back on the path of redemption. So you can kill one of them, or you might look at convincing Miev to give them a target.
Are you suggesting he put a hit out on the 4 with the druids?
Oh, hell
No,
yes.
I would never suggest
Oh, hell yes.
anything like that.
Oh, hell yes. That's exactly what I'm wanting to do.
Now I have to spoon
I
feed this.
I feel like we could probably convince them to do that.
Yeah, you have gained an army of allies now in these druids, and another possible. Muriel speaks up. Today we lost an ally in the Order of the Feather. Rudolf von Richten is dead. Killed by the 4 Outlanders, his head severed and brought back to their, likely being brought back to their master now to gain some favor. He has been a thorn in the side of Strahd for generations.
Van Richten. I know that name.
They actually found him.
That is actually the he was close with Esmeralda and also with your sister as well. Esmeralda is likely with your sister trying to help her regain control of the werewolf clan.
Anything I can do for my sister? Because
So
I saw her and she got really, really bitchy.
We go
I mean that
help
in the most
them
strong
take
way.
over the werewolves, and then we sick the werewolves on our not so fine friends.
Yeah, I would just
Oh,
keep
yes.
making allies
I'm
and
agreed with
sticking them
that.
on your friends.
Yeah. I'm definitely on that side. We're trying to fight a vampire. I'm going the werewolf.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Oh, yeah. And I'm about ready to say, there's a whole castle we need to go and say, we're on your side now. That little wraith guy, Yeah, we need to go find his people.
Argynvost, yeah. So you get you get the you can convince the werewolves, you convince the druids, you can, get the werewolves on your side, get the um, revenants of the Order of the Silver Dragon on your side, and the be a great way to show up to dinner. You're probably not going to get it done before dinner, but you could roll up to Castle Ravenloft um, with an eviction notice.
I don't know if I'm gonna accept this dinner party anymore. I might send a note back that just says nuts on it and send it back to him. It's like we did to Germany.
I am aware of nuts. Yes.
Just for anybody who's not a history buff.
All right. So there are two locations. One is Crest, and one is the Wizard's Tower. Both of those could have leads to the information about Esmeralda, Penelope, or the Snowy Grave.
Which one's closer?
Um,
I think Esmeralda was closest, wasn't it?
I mean they are actually the same distance. One actually the Krez is a little bit farther.
Where's Krez at?
Krez is right here.
Oh, there. Basically to the left of the werewolves and whatnot.
Yeah, so the werewolves in Esmeralda, that's an indication that there has been reports of werewolves at Krez, and there has been reports of Esmeralda at the tower.
I feel like the tower is part of the visions, though, and so there's an artifact that we need from there.
Not sure it's at the tower, but I feel like we might find directions at the tower that tell us exactly where it is.
Go to the tower.
All right.
Before we go, I want to make sure I explain explicitly to this clan of druids that there are 4 other outlanders out there working for Strahd who have definitely done some of his business, and if they're looking for, like, you know, a way to assist us and to help get rid of this plague, going after them might be a good idea.
My lady Miss Walker, where should we seek out these individuals? And what would you have us do?
Well, first
Do
off,
we
should
know?
probably give them a keyword to know that it's us compared to them, since they've already dressed like us. But they wouldn't know the keyword.
Bastard.
They wouldn't know the keyword. So we gotta have like a little clicker system, or say, "Hey, this is us," and we say this word. But they wouldn't know that.
Or like a handshake or something of the sort.
Yeah, something of the sort.
All right, so Team Woe, when you watch this, you gotta pause it and don't listen to our safe word.
No. just put the safe word in the chat. They don't have access to the chat.
Oh, good idea.
Beautiful.
One thing we all know is that you can't read in dreams. So if you pass a note to them.
Yeah, so I don't think I want to encourage them to, like, attack them directly, because they're pretty powerful.
Right.
But just kind of like anything you can do to menace them and to make their lives a little bit harder and to slow them down would be
Sabotage them. Yes.
Yeah.
One thing that we love to do is
Everywhere they try to
Spike
travel,
growth?
just
Spike
spike
growth
growth.
and gust of wind.
is spike
That's what
growth
they like.
and gust of wind. Yeah. So you're saying like some hit and run tactics of spike growth and gust of wind. Gus over here,
Yes.
he is amazing at casting spike growth. That's why we call him Gus. Because it is disgusting how good he is at casting spike growth.
You committed. We love it.
Spike over here, he is amazing at casting gust of wind.
What's this, like Iceland and Greenland?
Yes, I am going to create a hit team of Spike and Gust, the duo that will harass Team Woe as often as possible. Don't worry, we took a level in Rogue, if you know what I mean.
Oh, dude, I can teach him how to be quiet.
There you go. All right, so everyone, if you haven't already, you can take your long rest as you avail yourself of the hospitality of the Druid clan, able to be fully rested.
Damn, how do we have the same amount of hit points, mean Sir Arthur?
During the night, you do hear on the wind a sort of
No, not a short rest, long rest.
take both.
Sir Arthur's just taking both.
I clicked
He's
long
trying to
rest.
collect his thoughts.
I really did not sleep well. During the night, though, you do hear cackling. Everyone, go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No, this ain't gonna end well for me.
I'm a gnome.
Are we within 5 feet of the paladin?
Miev, go
I will
ahead.
sacrifice saying I'm not, but I mean I already rolled it, so it's kind of.
Right. Go ahead and
I say Miev is.
go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll a d6. On a 1 through 4, you are not. On a 5 through 6, you are. Excuse me. A 1 through 4, you are. A 5 or 6, you're not. No. This was just for Miev. Miev rolled it twice. Okay. So you are near. You are near enough that you are. There is a moment where you open your eyes and you see that demonic form hovering, and as soon as you kind of start up and you watch as it blinks away. As the
I'm gonna feel terrible about saying this, but is this during we're sleeping?
yeah.
Then you don't get the bonus. He would be incapacitated.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
That's
done.
why I love you, buddy.
And Jason wouldn't get it either, so he needs to take 5 off of his too.
I know, but what I love about he is Two-Face from Fair is Fair. Heads,
No, it's
tails you lose.
it's true neutral. It's
Fair
it's
is
good.
fair. Yeah. I also claim dibs on the cloak of protection though if he dies.
Hey, I'm just saying. It is a very
No,
strong
that's wrong.
thing.
And
AC is a big thing in this, and adding to saving throws is great too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, if I die, I want all my things to burst into flames.
My last act is that whatever it is that causes my dragon's breath attack bursts out of my chest and destroys all my equipment.
It's magical items, can't destroy them.
You can, if you sacrifice your. If he chooses to voluntarily take a death saving, or fail a death saving throw, he can have his equipment burst into flames.
He takes it with him to the afterlife, Predator style.
Beep, beep, beep. All right. So as Team Wheel starts to move out, you are able to stop by the Wizard of Wines and have the opportunity then to make a decision. Do you want Rovin to stay at the Wizard of Wines, or do you want him to move with you as a companion?
Well, what good would he be at Wizard of Wines?
Um, just in, he's like, oh, I wouldn't actually stay here, guys. I would probably just move about and find out information, just like Muriel's doing. I mean, I'm also a part of the Order of the Feather. I mean, I can go out there and do good, or I can stay with you guys, whatever you need.
I feel like the theme of today. Go ahead.
I think we kind of like now sort of know the lay of the land, that like we wouldn't necessarily need Rovin. Like if he wants to go find information, that might be more beneficial to us currently.
You want me to
Right.
go with you want me to go with Spike and Gus?
Hey,
That'd
you can
probably
do
be the
that.
safe
Keep
way.
tabs on them. Yeah, keep tabs on if they find them.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll stay back and I'm feeling stronger. Do you want me to focus on my loot playing, or do you want me to look into more of my snoop and poop and shoot from the shadows? What do you think would be best?
Are you going to swing by the Vistani
Survival.
camp?
Am I gonna swing by what?
The Vistani camp? Is that right?
I
the
mean,
gypsies?
oh, you want me to stop by and I could, yeah, I could jump
If you're
on.
going to stop by, I got an errand for you.
Yeah, what do you got?
I'm going to give you this bottle of champagne, and I want you to give it to, oh God, what's the guy's name?
Oh, Petra.
Yeah, you're going to give it
Yes.
to Petra, and you're going to pick up a suit of studded leather. Just trade it straight up.
Yeah,
There's a magical suit of studded leather.
I remember the deal. Petra's a good dude. Yeah, I think though he might be at the Vistani camp now in Vallaki, so I'll stop by there and kind of find out what's going on there. I know I saw there's wanted posters that were distributed out. Had quite a likeness to a particularly handsome fellow that I know. I don't believe it. All right, I believe that you're innocent. I just want to put that out there, and I would never sell you out.
Such reassuring words.
Yeah, but I would definitely say that you want to I don't know, like shave your head or do something to kind of switch up your look. Maybe wear some color. That would really throw him off. I have just the cloak for you. Hold on a second. He pulls out a Vistani scarf that is bright orange. You will have disadvantage on any stealth rolls that you try to make with this signaling scarf. But that this would really, as you can see here in the description, dark and gloomy. You throw this on, everybody's gonna be like, "That's obviously not the guy."
I'm gonna respectfully decline. You can
Right.
keep it.
Staying with the dark and gloomy. Got it. Yep. I would expect nothing less. We're shifting from dark and gloomy to gloomy and dark. It's a good look for you. All right. Rovin takes off to Guy. He's like, "Follow me, fellas. I know exactly where to go to find these guys."
I have that spell.
Excellent.
So proud
Excellent.
of you.
Excellent. What's the casting time on it?
It's just an action, I think.
It's an action, right? Right. So what I will
think
say,
so.
how are you? Are you covering your face if you come into contact with new individuals?
Didn't think about that. Yeah, probably.
All right. So one of the things that is likely to be an occurrence is that what they are looking for. If you haven't noticed, you do stand out as outlanders, not from Barovia, but individuals that have come through the mist, which is a occurrence that most Barovians are aware of. Is there are be people that sometimes come through from other lands, um, and so anybody that you come across on the roads, anybody that you even uh, even wolves and bats could be emissaries that are looking to identify your location, and you could find yourself coming into contact with individuals that are looking for four outlanders, one of whom faces is known, and that would be somewhat. So you're just by being outlanders, you are um, suspect in the murder of those individuals. So how to be able
So what
to
if he disguises himself as like a Barovian, and then we're 3 Outlanders and a Barovian?
well, dark and gloomy
How were they
does match
killed?
with them. Uh, they were killed um, with they were slashed.
I
Um,
dropped my swords. And I asked Maeve if I can have that dagger, because it does piercing damage, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I ain't gonna use it.
right.
I
So you
also
have
have a club. A mace.
yes, you have the mace with a skull at the end of it. All right.
So yeah, you're welcome to the dagger.
Unless does the dagger do slashing damage? I can't remember. If it's a
Dagger
piercing
does
thing or not.
dagger does piercing. Yep.
Yep. Unless someone wants these 2 short swords, they can have them.
Is there anything special about them?
They're just regular short swords.
Yeah, I'll throw them in the pack. We'll keep a hold of them. We can always turn them into something cool later.
I don't even have a slashing weapon now. So if I do get caught, I'd be like, how did I kill him? Where's the weapon?
We have
We're
ways.
going to put a cattle pusher on piston, and then we'll mount the 2 short swords on the front so he can run into stuff and stab them.
All right. As you come to
Yeah.
Raven Bridge, you see a windmill. This one actually looks like it is in working order, and only gives you a small amount of PTSD from the last uh, windmill that you had come into contact with. There are sheep roaming about, and it looks like a good place to be able to um, camp for the evening. Um,
Can I talk
and
to the sheep?
to the sheep, yeah, absolutely.
I actually don't think I have speak with animals.
This is so
Just kidding.
disappointing.
It is. What kind of druid doesn't have speak with animals?
I tell you,
It was low on my priority list.
makes sense.
Can wild shape into a sheep and then talk to them?
They will not have the same awakening of consciousness that you would have if you spoke with animals. Um,
Okay. It's okay. I'll pass.
Oh, this
it,
isn't
it's
Baldur's Gate.
it's it's actually kind of something that you may even steer away from because while you were training to be a druid, you've experienced it before, and it is incredibly discombobulating for the animals to suddenly have awakened consciousness, and most of the initial parts of the conversation can be helping them through the existential crisis that is sudden awareness of their own existence. And so I will give you that. Um, there is a woman that the farm belongs to. Her name is Ovidia. She's a druid, and it seems that there is a fairly robust communication chain, possibly through um, possibly through animal messengers, where she already seems to be aware of you all as allies and kind of gives you a wave. Um, and if there's bad weather, you can stay inside of the of the barn. But otherwise, if it's all the same to you, the grass is luscious and the sheep tend to stay away from the kale or the kale crop over here. But it does make for good bedding. And there's not too much sheep shit, which does tend to stink up the clothes. And you are able to settle down. I'm going to go ahead and roll for a random encounter in the evening.
I'm going to do prestidigitation real quick to make everybody's kale beds as nice as possible. It'll clean up any sheep shit. I'm also going to clean my pants because I crap myself, but that's what we do in Barovia.
Right. Who hasn't crapped themselves? Where is my... Let me see here. Journal. Random encounters.
Little known fact while we're waiting. When I did my brother's wedding, my oldest brother's wedding, about a month ago, yeah, I made sheep the message because she comes from sheep farmers. And so we talk all about sheep. So I learned so much stuff. They're interesting. They're dumb. Stubborn as all get out, though.
Why isn't this working?
That is also because of how animals are so dumb that why in our little adventures of Schult one, the Tome of Annihilation, our wizard took that Tasha's mind whip because you fight a lot of animals.
Make them
And I
real
know
dumb?
Nick loves that spell, especially when he fails it.
Fucking shut up.
So wait, what's Tasha's mind whip do?
It's
So
essentially a
if you,
slow spell cast
yeah,
one person at a time.
yeah, so it's you take like 3d6 psychic, but if you fail to save, then it's an intelligence saving throw. You either can move, action, or bonus action. One of the three. That's it.
Oh,
On your next turn.
Yeah, it's not cool.
well, that seems neat. I think I like that.
Yeah, I use it all the time in ours. Our in-person one.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Oh, it also can't take reactions if it fails. Until the end of your next turn. So, things that don't have very high int, you use it against. AKA animals, zombies, undead things. I do not like that.
You're rolling a lot of stuff there, Chuckles.
I am.
19 vampire spawn.
I haven't even said what it is yet. It's fine. Nothing bad that's gonna happen. You guys worry too much.
19 undead T-Rexes.
Maybe a
Seems
little
like
bit.
a lot.
I don't know, man. I thought we were gonna get crushed that last combat when undead after undead kept popping up. Oh yeah, no, there's two more. There's two more.
Truly.
But wait, there's more.
What was it? Other spell that was really nice that I used?
Uh-oh.
Nothing bad is happening. It's okay. Everything.
You sent us to like where they're at.
I did send you to where they're at. I am currently in the process of
Unsending us.
unsending you.
If they need all these updates, but I hate the fact that I can't like pop my character sheet out and move it over to a different
I know
monitor.
I'm trying to fix that currently. But it's a slow update that is happening. All right.
Good.
Per the usual agreement, you do have, as you are camping for the evening on the side of the road near the farm, you do have the steel defender pulling guard, keeping you from being ambushed, essentially granting you alert. Um, you also have your guard rotation that is currently happening, um, and in the middle of the night, there is a slight disturbance as you see what looks like um, fireflies that are out on the road that are moving closer to you. Go ahead and make a survival check to be able to identify what this thing is.
Nice.
All right. So with plenty of good survival checks, both Somewhat and Pinion recognize that the bobbing little light that is moving toward you is a will-o-wisp. And go ahead and roll for initiative.
Sir Arthur, that's a great roll, man.
Very good roll.
I'll take it.
All right. Steel Defender is going to go directly after Pinion Wonky Cog. So the will-o-wisp bobs and floats, but then you notice that uh, as it was bobbing and floating, as going down the road, suddenly it stops and it feels as though it has noticed y'all and is now starting to move toward you. Um, with somewhat Van Helsing and it should be, yeah, somewhat Van Helsing and Sir Arthur up. Uh, somewhat, do you have any knowledge of Will-O-Wisp?
don't think so.
Do you have any knowledge of Will-O-Wisp?
No, I've never faced
Josh?
a wisp before, so
Okay. All right. Sir Arthur, you are up.
and after this encounter, I'll look them up. Just not right now,
Fair
because that wouldn't be fair.
is fair. All right, Sir Arthur, what do you got as we begin this encounter? Why are you? Why is
Doesn't look like it's
Miev?
allowing me to move.
Yeah, it's not because it says that Miev's up. All right, you are up.
Yeah, right when you changed this to combat, it, for some reason before you rolled, it
Oh,
had
it
me
already
up.
identified. Yep. I think I had put her in the order first, so.
Well,
Where's
it's
it?
out of range for a longsword attack, so I'm gonna do a javelin attack.
Oh, I decided on ties. I'll just let the computer do it.
Yep.
You know, technically, I probably was supposed to go, but
Does a 23 hit?
no.
Hey, 23. 23 does hit. $12 points of damage.
Second attack.
Oh, yes. That
Everything's
hits.
coming up Millhouse for this guy today.
Oh, I hope so. After coming back on the fucking desk.
All right. As your second javelin hits into this almost incorporeal kind of blinking light that seems to be shuddering around, you watch as the second strike, the light winks out, and you have destroyed it.
All right.
Pinion's going to go and Pinion wants to look at it
Absolutely.
because he wants to study this.
Okay. All right. So as you approach, do you need it to be your turn to do that?
Oh, this is all I was gonna do.
What are you going to do?
See if there's anything else.
Yep. All right. With your 21. All right. And your survival check that you had done. You know that will-o-wisps have the ability to be invisible, and that they are only made visible by the light that they are able to um, that they project, and that they are very rarely alone.
Okay.
So that is you believe that um, you
Don't even know if this is gonna help, but might as well try.
you know for certain that if they are around, you know for certain that if they are around, that you cannot see them, and that based on what you know of your training about things that can be in the forest, because that is their usual domain, or in areas of undead, that they do use dark vision. As their pretty much only means of sense. All right.
Okay.
Miev, anything that you would like to do during your turn?
Oh, I'd warn you guys that there's others out there. I just don't know where they are. They ain't
I
visible.
can't see
Would they be
much.
something that I could sense with my divine sense?
Would they be something that you're able to sense with your divine sense? Can your divine sense pick up undead?
Yeah, it's
Cancer shit.
undead. Selective.
Go ahead and
It's like
put
fiends,
go,
celestials.
go ahead and put your divine sense in the chat, and I will allow you to utilize it in your next turn.
Macro.
Say, are they magical? Would I know that? I detect magic and see if I can find them.
You aren't able to see someone that's invisible using detect magic. But if it was via a spell, you would be able to. But it is a inherent trait essentially. So you might be able to identify that the type of magic that someone has used in order um, to obfuscate themselves, like to know whether or not it was invisibility or whether it was uh, etherealness or something like that.
Okay, well, there's not much I can do, but I'm gonna move here. I can try to see the road a little better.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Was it floating or was it walking?
Floating.
Floating, okay. All right, I'm going to cast the invisibility.
Got it.
Nice.
All right.
Let's see here. $30 feet. Can I see anything?
Go ahead and with advantage make a perception check.
Nice.
Jesus.
Hey,
All right. So, your time in Barovia has taught you many things. And one of those things is um, a hard lesson that many soldiers have to learn when going into a room and scanning it is that there are 3 dimensions, not 2 dimensions. So don't just scan across. Look up, look down. And as Pinion is scanning, doesn't see anything. It's like, wait a second, he was floating. And you look up, and there are 3 lights above you, and like like a deadly uh um what is jellyfish, poisonous jellyfish attack. You watch as there are 3 will-o-wisps that are descending on some of your allies from about 50 feet above. So directly
Okay, I
above the
yell
tree line.
out to him.
All right, so you yell out to it's yourself, Miev, and Sir Arthur that these will-o-wisps are descending toward.
All right. For my bonus action, I'm going to tell Piston to ready an attack. So as the will-o-wisp gets closer to my head, Piston's there to bite its, I don't know, filament. I don't know the anatomy of a will-o-wisp.
And it is difficult to see from above or from below. All you can see is it's I don't know if will-o-wisps have what kind of anatomy will-o-wisps have either. They're just like these floating orbs, and you can only see them illuminated by your see invisibility spell. Your steel defender though trusts you and is standing at the ready to try to munch one out of the air, even though it sees nothing. All right.
Right.
So now is the Will-O-Wisp's turn. As they attack, they become visible. And enter the turn order at the same moment of their fellow individual. All right. A reaction trumps a uh, um, action. So go ahead and use your Steel Defender to make an attack on this Will-O-Wisp coming down from above you, Pinion.
Okay. I. Well, he's got to be next to him.
Yeah, he's essentially jumping in the air to get at them.
Okay. All right. Where's my Force Rend? Force Empowered Rend. There we go. And is it going to be at disadvantage or normal?
Normal, because it's becoming visible as it starts. It would be a disadvantage. Sorry.
Well, I don't think that's where he's going to do it either way. So
it's not, but as
you can roll one.
Oh, that's true. Hold on.
What an asshole! If he rolls a 1, Pinion will not be crushed under Piston. Tell you what, hey, this is all boding well. All right, it's all part of the game. The dice are telling a story.
Yup.
All right. We'll go ahead and start with Will-O-Wisp number 1, which is the one directly near. Okay. All right. So a shock melee attack comes down on Pinion.
there's where it's spoken into existence.
So good to me, universe.
How does that attack go if it's not one?
I am going to go ahead and roll a d6.
Oh, I hope it gets shorted out because of the rain.
Anything but a 1. All right.
Okay.
With a 6, it does not move directly into the jaws of Piston and turn his miss into a successful attack. All right. Next up, we have the Will-O-Wisp that is about to attack Mr. Meester. All right. Shock attack coming down on the Paladin. Oh God. It keeps teasing me with these 19s and 20s and instead popping up with a freaking.
Well, the crazy thing about that is to hit the Paladin, you have to roll an 18.
I know. All right, here we go again.
Actually, it's 19.
Now we go for
No, it's 18.
Now we go for a Miev.
You have 20.
Now he rolls high.
Right, and luckily I'm going with. All right, so yeah, and I didn't even have to roll that high to hit Miev. All right, Miev, you are hit with a shocking tendril of this Will-O-Wisp, and hit for 5 points of lightning damage. All right, and that is the Will-O-Wisp's turn.
Crazy enough, she has a little bit of blue dragon in her, so now it's like half.
Not yet.
On the orc side.
All right, Sir
Not
Arthur.
yet.
Finish off that Red Bull. Make something happen.
Oh, they're close enough to hit with a sword now, so
They are close enough to hit with the
attack
sword.
the one right in front of me first.
A 25, I think you'll be surprised, hits.
Oh, thank
Although
God.
they are difficult to hit, they have a AC of 19. But that 12 points of damage um, definitely leaves a good mark, as it is immediately bloodied. Would you like to make your second attack, or do you want to just go ahead and let it go?
Nah, I'm not that merciful.
Got it.
Damn.
Um, and this is with a unsilvered sword, correct?
Right. Because I believe that after my last nat 1, we got the silver, but it's not resilvered.
Right. And so I just realized that I failed to see that my resistances were to physical attacks. And even silvered is going to have the same effect. So, all right. Next up, we have somewhat.
I don't think. Here, I'll just jump out. This will probably make me see all. Okay, maybe not. There we go. I can see them all now. I'll shoot this one first.
All right.
My attack is, but we'll just do this.
All right. A 20 hits.
24. That's the damage.
That was 20 damage.
Yeah.
To which one? Can you point to it again? Sorry.
The one in front of Sir Arthur that was hurt.
Okay. And so you are the first to recognize too that when it comes to their resistance, it's not to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical sources. It is all physical damage resistance. So your 20 becomes is not at it kind of it feels like even your magical arrows or magical bow damage is somewhat passing through these will-o-wisps. But you still hit with a 25, so fuck them.
And since it's my last attack, I'm going to use this anyways, because I believe Sir Arthur is 5 feet.
Yes, he is.
So 26 altogether.
26 altogether. So you let this will-o-wisp know that its 6 remaining hit points can be resistant all they want to. It's still going to die. And you watch as the light winks out and it falls to the ground and kind of almost dematerializes into the ground like a melting snowflake. The other will-o-wisp.
10, and then I will dash as a bonus action and go back into my corner.
Back to your corner. The best part is
and
that
in my turn.
They didn't even see where any of that came from. All right. Biev, you are up.
Oh, wait. I didn't even roll with advantage either. Oh, well.
I'm gonna call down a beam of moonlight on this sucker in front of me.
The moonlight of the flashlight of death again makes its appearance. That is a
You didn't think we could go a session without it, right?
wisdom saving throw. Is that right?
Constitution.
Constitution. With my +0, I roll a
Damn.
19.
Still has to take half damage.
Yeah, but I
Silver
take.
barbs.
I was like, what the fuck? All right. Taking half damage, it is reduced to 4. But it does seem to smolder and crackle in the way that you would expect it to as it attempts to um, resist and does by pure will of the Will-O-Wisp, which is the title of my next book, The Will of the Will-O-Wisp, and takes its full half damage as opposed to quarter damage. All right. Anything else that Mia would like to do in her turn?
Nah, I think that's it.
Sweetness. I do take it at the I do take it when you cast it, right? Or is it at the beginning of my turn? Go ahead.
Technically, I think it's at the beginning of your turn.
Go ahead and read up on it. I'll trust you. Just let me know. Opinion.
Okay, I'm going to do 2 Warhammer attacks, but I
Okay.
have Radiant Weapon on,
Ho ho ho.
so it should be dealing radiant damage.
Ho ho ho.
Wing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. He doesn't have
And
your
for my
proficiency
second
bonus added.
attack,
I think it had your proficiency,
yeah,
but
that'd be my
not your
right.
intelligence
So
modifier
it'd be
added to it.
no.
Right.
So that's 12, 13 all day.
All right. 13 misses.
Yes. There we go. Oh. That one's gonna hit though.
Gross. Go ahead and roll that damage.
All right, and then +4 for intelligence. 1. No, that was to hit. I didn't want to do that. I wanted the damage.
Damage.
There we go.
All
10
right.
radiant.
10 radiant hits, and with a satisfying ka-thunk and sizzle, you watch as it seems to take 10 points of damage as you hit it. All right. Any
And then
bonus actions?
Piston. Yep, I'm gonna command Piston to take a bite at it.
Get it.
There we go. Force empowered rend. Come on, buddy, you got this.
And the narrator
You
said,
don't have
in
this.
fact, he did not have it. All right. Pinions, swing and a miss, a swing and a hit, and a chomp and a miss from everyone's favorite mechanical dog. All right. Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah, so the damage from Moonbeam is on the start of its turn, or if it
All right, so we've already taken
the
damage.
first time it enters on its turn. Yeah.
Already taken damage for this turn. It's going to go ahead and make an attack at you.
Oof.
And with a 16, I believe it hits.
That'll hit.
All right.
Wasn't that 20 that it was teasing?
Yeah. All right. And after it does its 7 points of lightning damage to you, it decides that it will be leaving. What a good idea. And you watch as it rockets up, or attempts to rocket up 50 feet into the air. Actually, it'll be 49 and 1 meter over to you, over the top of you. So that way, if you want to hit it with your moonbeam, its moonbeam, you would have to hit yourself with the moonbeam as well.
Does she get an
Is that
opportunity attack?
different
She
attack?
certainly does.
Awesome.
Use the headbanger mace.
Sure, we'll give that a try. hit it with my mace.
Gross.
I will not hit it with my mace.
The 13. Oh, because you're not proficient with it, but you are able to wield it. Is that right?
She's not proficient with. What is it? A simple weapon?
Yeah.
I think I should be proficient with it.
All right. So with an additional +3, it would be a 16. You still miss,
We need
but it
Flash of
looks.
Genius.
But, oh. All right. Flash of Genius gives her how much?
+4.
+4. Go ahead and roll that fucking damage, lady.
Sweet.
We got Pinion the Bard over here giving fucking
Wow, we're
inspiration.
doing great. Great rolls out of me tonight.
All right, 6 points of damage. Let me see though. Oh, the mace only does additional damage if you hit with a crit. Is that right? It crits on a 19 or 20. The
Yeah,
mace
I
of the
believe
dead,
so.
and it does an additional like
It
D12 of
rerolls
damage.
ones.
It
Yeah.
re-rolls ones on the damage.
Oh, it's done.
Ha
Look at that.
Let's re-roll that damage. See what happens. Ugh.
All right.
Roll again.
I'll be here all night, guys.
If you roll another,
Oh, there we
if you
go.
roll, I was going to say, if you roll another one, we're just calling it a 3. All right. 7 points of damage to the Will-O-Wisp, half because of its physical damage property. It takes 3 points of damage and is kind of pissed about it. All right. Next up, we have the next Will-O-Wisp. That is
What is this, a mace? I should be proficient in it. It's going to tell you I'm editing it, but here we are.
understood. All right. It is going to go ahead and make a shock attack at Pinion. Oh, does it?
Yeah, it's not going to hit.
That's great. I'm so excited about it.
But me too.
And it decides to move up 50 feet to get away. And so I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that means that both Sir Arthur and Pinion can go ahead and both make attacks of opportunity.
And piston.
And Piston.
I guess and Piston. Ugh. 22. Dice not so nice.
It's not letting me. Do I just type in my thing, or?
Is it not letting you hit it?
Well, it's not letting me do it from my quick bar at the bottom.
Okay,
So maybe I got to do it from somewhere different.
go ahead and just, if you want to, roll a d20 and we'll add your proficiency and intelligence modifier to see if you hit.
All right, so +3, +4, that ain't gonna hit.
Nada. All right. Next up.
And then Piston. Piston's gonna hit.
Piston finally is like,
empowerment.
you know what? Let's do this.
No, hopefully they're not immune to force damage.
Are they immune to force damage?
They are not immune to force damage, nor are they resistant to it.
All right, so then we're just in damage.
Lightning damage is another thing altogether.
There's a good boy.
Oh, what a good boy. My dog's gonna come in here and be like, what's going on? All right. You bloody the wisp as it flies up into the air. It will no longer be coming down to attack any uh, mechanical dogs in the future, that's for sure. All right, Sir Arthur, you were up.
Well, I guess I will start chucking javelins at that. Do the one close to me.
A 19 hits.
19 hits, right?
Yep. Alrighty. All right, so this is the one that is above BF's head or the one that is above Pinion's head?
Uh, above pinions.
Above Pinion's. All right, go ahead and roll. It was 8 damage.
Yeah.
Halved to 4. All right,
Could be enough.
it still has 2 hit points remaining.
Amen.
Ooh.
All right, let's attempt to finish it off. And I miss.
All right, it sails through the air. Please, while chucking javelins directly up in the air, please next time roll a nat 1. All right, just so that way we can we can play lawn darts with
Play lawn
everybody's
darts?
foot. All right, somewhat, you're up.
I think I've had enough bad luck, so.
Same thing applies. Next turn, who gets hit with the arrow that comes down from the
Oh,
sky?
shit.
Go ahead and make sure you roll with advantage, as you are currently invisible from the will-o-wisp.
That's not gonna hit.
A 16 does not hit. You hear the chittering
Sure it
laughter
does.
of will-o-wisps, which is
That's gonna
immediately
hit.
cut short by
I'll just roll this with it.
what an asshole. Let me guess, you're rolling. Ugh.
Is that 13 more?
Um,
That one. That's gonna die.
yeah, it goes ahead and
Got a
dies.
little.
But you watch as your arrow becomes some type of attack that bypasses their physical damage or resistance. If you can't tie knots, tie lots. 27 fucking damage. Fucking bullshit.
Oh, I should be rolling this with advantage too, but I'll just leave the 17.
All right. 28 hits.
No. I've already done my. I'm hiding.
Oh, that was your
He's
dexterity.
hiding.
Okay. All right. Ooh, thank God. All right.
I'm done. Yeah. Oh, here. I guess I could just click that.
There we go. Miev, you're up.
All right. Well,
Hmm.
since this is conveniently 50 feet above my head,
She's
I'm
gonna
gonna move over
move out of the
here.
way and then move her fucking moonbeam.
And you know it. I would like to move my moonbeam right there and nail him again.
All right. When the moonbeam moves, though, that's going to trigger it, isn't it?
No, it's at the start of its turn or the first time entering that space on its turn. So it doesn't take damage till.
Well, there is a problem too. Is that it
It's
is
out of its
already
range.
above the 40-foot high cylinder that the moonbeam has.
I can raise it off the ground a little bit. I don't know if that's allowed.
It says any direction. You can move that thing up. Yes.
True.
It says 60 feet in any direction.
Cool. I'm just gonna like elevate it a
And if I remember
bit.
everything, up is any direction.
What is if my math is mathing,
Raise it
I
up like
believe that
spirit bomb.
up is a direction that can be moved.
I only know
Well,
that from my Echo Knight. Oh, I can move him 30 feet anywhere? Up is a direction.
it moves over, and the will-o-wisp like, haha, you can. It moves up. All right, Pinion, you're up.
All right, we're gonna take a pot shot at it with Firebolt.
Nice.
Maybe. There we go. That is gonna miss.
That does miss, but it moved around the board a lot. All right.
And then bonus action, I'll have Piston ready if it comes down to do a bite attack.
All right. As its turn ends, you watch through your you watch it shift into a more translucent type of appearance. Everyone else watches as the will-o-wisp disappears as it uses its action to turn invisible. And Pinion, you continue to watch as it flies away. As you
Hold
continue
on,
to,
it's supposed to take moonbeam damage.
it does have to take the moonbeam damage. Damn it!
Still in the moonbeam. Well, it has
Come
to make a save
on.
first.
Constitution saving throw. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Does the 15 make it?
Yeah, it's a 13.
Oh, yes. But it takes 8. And in taking 8, it now is limping away with great difficulty. And has spread the word to its friends. The next time you see a will-o-wisp, you might find out that
Whoa. How far can they move?
50 feet.
Great. Which way is it going? Because I have a 120-foot range on my Firebolt. I can still see it.
Fire away, fire away.
We'll do one
I
parting
should
shot.
still know where it is with my divine sense, should I not?
Your divine sense works for 60 feet.
Can
All right, well,
call out to me and I just roll this at disadvantage and see if I hit it. Oh, I don't. Dang it.
You know, hold on. Let me check my spell real quick. You know what Pinion might do?
Give you the help
If
action.
it's not out of range.
It ain't
I
out
can
of my
cast-
range if I can see it.
I can cast Fairy Fire on it. But
think
what's
Fairy
the
Fire's
range of
90
Fairy
feet.
Fire?
It's either 60 or 90.
Yeah,
60.
60.
So if he's
Right.
going to move 50 feet, yeah, there's no way. All I can do is cast a Firebolt. And
But if somebody casts catapult on you,
I think I'm a little heavy.
firebolt
All
it.
right. We're going to Firebolt it. And we're going to use luck.
Yeah.
Actually,
So
I want to argue
ahead.
that I should have. I would have a straight roll. It can't see me and I can't see it.
Ooh.
So what's that? 13.
Yeah,
Okay.
20.
My
It
bonus.
hits.
All right. Let's roll some damage.
Yes, go ahead and roll your attack without advantage. All right. 9. 999. It does have resistance to fire, and
Four.
so it takes 4 hit points. It feels like it's out of harm's way, but as the firebolt comes in, there is also a errant. Here's the beautiful thing, Pinion. You watch as your firebolt hits at the same time as a lucky arrow is being thrown out there. Someone has
No,
no way
firebolt
of
hit it and killed it.
determining whether or not the arrow hit. All he sees is the puff of flame as you hit it, but doesn't know if his own arrow hit as well, but it seems to have been pretty close. Do you tell him that his arrow hit and killed it, or do you say you killed it? Because he can't actually get eyes on his target as he's hitting it.
Oh no, Pinion, like really, he comes from a rewarded background. He's really naive. He's gonna be like, great shot.
All right, so the will-o-wisp, the attack of the will-o-wisp, the attack of the undead jellyfish has now ended. You were able to get a decent night's sleep out in the near the Raven Bridge farm. As the first lights of dawn
Can I
are
long
beginning.
rest and get my health and my spells back?
This was at the end of the rest.
Boo.
Boo. The boo
Can I
boo.
short rest and get my health back?
You can short rest to get your health back. Yes, you can.
Okay.
If anybody needs to take a short rest, they can, but a long rest is already concluded. You hear the sound of another creature approaching. It looks to be a small wolf. And appears to be looking at the 4 of you. Any immediate reactions or anything that you would prep and prepare?
Like a wolf or like a fox?
It's a wolf that's about the size of a fox. It might be a wolf cub.
What would I do? Would I do insight or would I do animal handling to see if it's
Insight.
aggressive?
Insight.
Insight? I'm gonna do an insight check.
Just don't matter either way. It would have been the same amount for me. I'm glad Pinion rolled high.
Nice.
Pinion. Not only can you tell that the wolf is non-aggressive, there is something familiar in its gait and something familiar in the shape of its face. How do you greet your sister?
I run up to her, I pick her up and hug her. Oh, I'm so excited.
Brother, I am a feral animal.
So I'm still confused. Do we kill it? Like, why is he holding it?
Hold it steady. I'm trying.
Yeah, hold on to
it. Do I have advantage on the attack of it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. That is where we are going to end tonight's session with the reunion.
Hopefully I don't roll a 1, otherwise Pinion, you might take some to the heart.
I killed that will-o-wisp.
Yeah, I killed that. That is where we end tonight's session with the reuniting of siblings one furry, but both short. All right.